So you're thinking about selling air purifiers online. It can feel like a lot, right? There's just so much tech talk, so many different brands. But what if I told you there's a clear blueprint to build a really solid, trustworthy business from scratch? Well, that's exactly what we're going to do today. Let's build that blueprint together. You know, it all kicks off with this one simple truth. Nobody wakes up in the morning excited to go research HEPA filters. People buy an air purifier when they've just had enough. They're fed up with the sneezing, fed up with the pet smells, fed up with the dust. That feeling of frustration, that's where it all begins. And behind that frustration are real, everyday problems that lots of us face. Getting a nursery ready for a new baby, dealing with dust in an older house, or just surviving hay fever season. Every single one of these is a person looking for a real solution. And where there are problems, there's always demand. This isn't some passing fad, this is about making life at home better. Okay, so how on earth do you stand out when the market is so crowded? It's actually pretty simple. You win with honesty. In a world full of confusing specs and over-the-top claims, just being that clear, trustworthy voice, well, that's not just a nice little extra. It's your biggest asset. It's your superpower. Now, this is the hidden trap, and believe me, so many sellers fall right into it. They overpromise on what their products can do. What happens next? You get confused buyers, they end up disappointed, and that leads to a ton of returns. But if you can spot this trap, it actually becomes a massive opportunity to do things differently and a whole lot better. So this is your first step to building that trust. Be completely, brutally honest about what your products can do and what they can't. They're amazing for airborne stuff like dust, pollen, and pet dander. But are they a magic wand that'll fix a damp or mold problem? No way. Setting those expectations right from the start is how you stop people from being disappointed down the line. Oh man, we have all been there, right? You're trying to buy something, you're doing your research, and suddenly you're hit with this wall of technical jargon. For air purifiers, that scary acronym is often CADR, Clean Air Delivery Rate. For most people, that's the moment they just give up and close the tab. So your job is to be the translator. Forget the confusing acronyms. Just make it simple. Tell people the recommended room size in square meters, explain that a more powerful unit just means it cleans the air in the room faster, and then give them this one golden rule. Always go for a purifier that's rated for a room slightly bigger than yours. It's simple, it's helpful, and it shows you're on their side. Okay, now for a big one. And honestly, it might sound a little weird at first. It's all about curating your niche. I know it seems backward, but you will absolutely sell more by offering less. Instead of trying to be the store that has everything for everyone, you focus on solving one specific problem really, really well. And here's what that looks like. Let's say you're targeting people with pets. Then you'll want to talk all about pre-filters for catching hair and carbon filters for odors. Or maybe you're selling to people in small city flats. Then you focus on a compact design and low electricity costs. See what's happening? You're not just selling a box with a fan in it, you're selling the perfect fix for someone's specific problem. You can take that same thinking and apply it to your whole store. Please don't offer 50 different confusing options. Just give people 3 clear choices. A great one for small rooms like a bedroom or office, a best value all-rounder for the living room, and a powerful one for big open plan spaces. It's that classic good, better, best model, and it makes choosing so much easier for your customers. So, you've done all this work building trust and figuring out your niche. Where does it all come together? Right here, on your product page. This is the moment of truth. This is where a curious visitor turns into a confident buyer. But before we dive into building that page, we need to talk about a really crucial business idea: customer lifetime value. Because here's the real secret to running a long-term sustainable air purifier business. It's not about the one-time sale of the machine itself. It's about the steady, reliable income you get from selling replacement filters, month after month, year after year. This means you've got to make buying filters an absolute no-brainer. Offer them right there on the same page as the purifier. Tell people in plain English how often they'll need to swap them out, like every 6 to 12 months. And most importantly, be upfront about the running costs. People really don't mind buying filters, but they absolutely hate nasty surprises. So here it is, your ultimate checklist. Your perfect product page must answer these 5 questions instantly. What's the recommended room size? What filters does it use? How noisy is it? What are the running costs? And what's the warranty? If a customer can find the answers to all of these in about 5 seconds, you've removed their doubts, you've earned their trust, you've made the sale. Okay, This all sounds good in theory, right? But how do you actually do it all? Let's make this super practical. Here's a 30-day launch plan that'll take you from just an idea to having your store open for business in only 4 weeks. Here's the plan, broken down. Week 1, that's all your big picture thinking, choosing your products and your niche. Week 2 is all about creating, writing those perfect product pages. Week 3, you build your foundation with clear policies for things like warranties and returns. And then in week 4, you start your marketing by publishing genuinely helpful content. See, it's a clear, totally manageable process. Which, of course, brings us to the big final question. You've got the strategy, you've got the plan, but how do you actually build a professional-looking online shop that makes all this stuff easy without getting lost in all the technical details? And honestly, this is where a done-for-you service can be a total game changer. A platform like Make Local for Global, for instance, is designed for exactly this. They handle the tricky tech stuff, building the store, the hosting, all for a simple annual fee, and they don't take any commission on your sales. It basically lets you focus on the blueprint we just talked about, instead of wrestling with website code. So there you have it, the complete blueprint for building a trustworthy, successful air purifier business right from the ground up. The only question left to ask is, what problem is your store going to solve first?